Hey Scholars, I'm Mrs. Cesare, Derby's librarian. Today we're going to be talking about Google Classroom. We're going to talk about the basics and go over a few tips and tricks so that you can be experts and use the platform in a really successful way this school year. Let's get started with Google Classroom. Our first task is to actually get to Google Classroom. So to do that, you can go up to your browser and you can type in classroom.google.com. Once you've gotten here, you'll need to log in with your school account using your school Google email address and password. If you don't know those, contact the librarian, and your librarian, that'd be me, Mrs. Cesare, can get you hooked up with the information. So I'm going to click on my account and I'm going to go ahead and log in to Google Classroom. So let's talk about what I'm seeing when I log into Google Classroom. You should already be enrolled in some classes when you open your Google Classroom, but if you need to add a class, if a teacher's given you a code and you need to add a class, you're going to click on the plus sign, and then you can go ahead and type in the class code and say join. Each box on your screen represents a different class. The name of the class is listed at the top, and then you should see the teacher's picture also. When you're looking at this overview, one of the first things that I want you to notice is that it gives me a heads up about what assignments are due for each class. So that's one important piece of information you have right at the beginning here. Let's go ahead and look at my English classroom and do a little bit more of an overview. I want you to notice that at the top of your screen, you have 3 tabs. We're going to talk about the stream and then classwork. The stream is where everything your teacher does gets posted. In the stream, you might see assignments your teacher posts. For example, this is an assignment. You might see questions that your teacher posts. This is an example of a question. When you are looking through the stream, you're going to be most interested in finding announcements. Announcements are things your teacher has to share on a regular basis. They might be updates. They might be important information that you need to know in order to complete an assignment. They might be check-ins to see how you're doing. This is an example of an announcement. You know it's an announcement and not an assignment because it has your teacher's photograph instead of a classroom logo indicating that it's an assignment or a question. So in the stream, you should read announcements. Let's go to classwork. And in classwork, this is where you're going to access all of the things your teacher has assigned you. You'll notice that most teachers choose to organize classwork into these topics. Oftentimes, teachers will also label each topic with the week or dates. So I know this is everything we did during week 1, this is everything we did during week 2. All the assignments for that particular week or that particular topic will be listed underneath, and you can see the due date for each assignment. You'll have different kinds of assignments posted here. Some might be an assignment, you'll notice the clipboard icon. Some might be a question. If it's a question, it might be a discussion that you're expected to participate in. But the absolute best way to monitor your assignments is to use the hamburger menu. So there's 2 options in the hamburger menu. The first I'm going to show you is a calendar option. So I'm going to click the hamburger menu and I'm going to go to calendar. Within calendar, I can see every assignment I have upcoming. This is great if you're trying to plan out your time and you know you have a busy week or you know you have some things you need to do at the end of the school day. So this gives you an opportunity to plan ahead. And I can use these arrows to go through each week to see what assignments I have upcoming. If I want to filter by class, I can do that also. I can just click on English and see just my English assignments, or I can click on Science and see just my science assignments. So that's one way to view upcoming assignments. The absolute best strategy, though, to view your assignments in Classroom is to use the to-do list. So I'm going to click on the hamburger menu and then I'm going to select to-do. And in my to-do list, it separates all my assignments into different categories. Up at the top, it's always going to list my missing assignments. If you have anything listed as missing, you should definitely complete those assignments first. It will tell you when the assignment was due. Then you'll see your assignments listed by when they need to be handed in. So this assignment's due tomorrow, this is due Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A conscientious student might open their to-do list every day and just work down the items listed. Within the to-do list, I can select a specific class. So right now it says all classes, but I can use this drop-down menu to select English and see only the assignments I have to do for English. So that's how we can use the basic features of Google Classroom. That's it. Do you feel like an expert? Remember, you can always contact me, Mrs. Cesari, for help, or reach out to your classroom teacher.